Cats. They're everywhere on the internet. They knock things off tables for no reason. They stare at walls like they see ghosts. They ignore you all day, then demand attention at 3 a.m. But behind all that weirdness is some seriously impressive biology. Cats are small-scale apex predators living in your house. They have superpowers you've probably never noticed. And what about some of the cute things they usually do? Those are actually complex behaviors evolved over millions of years. Today, we're diving into the science behind cats. From why they purr to how they always land on their feet. Let's figure out what's really going on with these strange little creatures. Here's something that sounds wrong but isn't. Adult cats rarely meow at other cats. Kittens meow at their mothers. But once they grow up, they stop. Cats communicate with each other through body language, scent, and occasionally hissing or growling, but meowing, that's reserved for humans. Cats basically invented a language just to talk to us. When cats were domesticated thousands of years ago, they figured out that humans respond to vocal sounds, so they started meowing to get our attention. And it worked. We feed them, we pet them, we open doors for them all because they made a sound. But here's what's even more interesting. Cats have different meows for different things. Scientists have identified at least 16 different types of meows, each with slightly different pitches and durations. There's the "I'm hungry" meow, the "let me out" meow, the "pay attention to me" meow. Some researchers think cats might even adjust their meows based on how their specific human responds. Your cat has essentially trained you. Every time you respond to a meow, you're reinforcing that behavior. They're not just communicating with you, they're manipulating you. And it's working. Cats also have a special purr-meow combo they use when they really want something, usually food. It's called solicitation purring, and it contains a high-frequency sound similar to a baby crying. This triggers our nurturing instincts, making it almost impossible to ignore. Scientists found that even non-cat owners found this sound more urgent and less pleasant than regular purring. Your cat is literally using baby cry frequencies to manipulate you into feeding them. You've probably heard that cats always land on their feet. It's not a myth. It's physics, and it's called the riding reflex. When a cat falls, it can rotate its body mid-air to land on its feet, even if it starts falling upside down. They can do this from as low as 30 centimeters off the ground. But how? Here's where it gets scientific. Cats have an incredibly flexible spine with 53 vertebrae. Humans have 33. This flexibility allows them to twist their front and back halves independently, like two separate rotating sections. First, the cat rotates its front half while pulling its front legs in close. Then it extends its back legs and rotates the back half. Because of conservation of angular momentum, these movements don't cancel each other out. They result in a full 180-degree rotation. It's the same physics that figure skaters use when they spin. Pull your arms in, spin faster, extend them out, slow down. Cats are doing this instinctively, mid-fall, in fractions of a second. Their inner ear also plays a crucial role. The vestibular system tells them which way is up the instant they start falling, allowing them to begin the rotation immediately. But here's the counterintuitive part. Falls from higher up are sometimes safer for cats than falls from lower heights, below 7 stories. Cats don't have enough time to complete their rotation and relax their muscles. But above 7 stories, they have time to spread out like a parachute, increasing air resistance and actually slowing their fall. There are documented cases of cats surviving falls from over 20 stories because of this. Obviously, don't test this, but the physics is fascinating. Despite this incredible ability, cats can still get injured from falls. Veterinarians even have a term for it: high-rise syndrome. Cats living in tall buildings are more likely to fall from windows, especially during warmer months when windows are open. The reflex helps, but it's not perfect. Always keep windows secured if you have a cat. Everyone knows cats purr when they're happy, but that's only part of the story. Cats also purr when they're scared, injured, giving birth, or dying. So what's actually happening? Purring is created by rapid vibrations of the muscles in the larynx, about 25 to 150 vibrations per second. These vibrations occur during both inhaling and exhaling, which is why purring sounds continuous. But why cats do it is more interesting. Scientists believe purring serves multiple purposes. Yes, it can signal contentment, but it's also a self-soothing mechanism. When cats are stressed or in pain, purring helps them calm down. Think of it like a human humming or rocking back and forth. It's a coping mechanism. But here's the really fascinating part. Purring might actually have healing properties. The frequency of a cat's purr, between 25 and 50 hertz, is in the range that promotes bone density and healing. Studies have shown that exposure to these frequencies can help heal bones, reduce pain, and even help heal muscles and tendons. This is why cats purr when they're injured. They might literally be healing themselves through vibration. And there's evidence this could benefit humans too. Cat owners have lower rates of heart disease and stroke. Some researchers think that the vibrations from purring could have therapeutic effects. It's not proven, but it's plausible enough that some therapists use vibration therapy at similar frequencies for healing. So, when your cat purrs on your lap, they might not just be happy. They might be healing you. Not all cats can purr. Big cats like lions and tigers can't purr continuously like house cats. They can make a purr-like sound, but only while exhaling, not continuously. That's due to differences in how their larynx is structured. The ability to purr continuously and the ability to roar are mutually exclusive. House cats traded the ability to roar for the ability to purr. Seems like they made the right choice. Purring on a warm lap is probably better than roaring in the wild. Let's talk about what makes cats such effective predators. Because underneath that lazy, food-obsessed exterior is a perfectly evolved hunting machine. Night vision. Cats can see in light levels 6 times lower than what humans need. They have a layer of tissue behind their retinas called the topidum lucidum, which reflects light back through the retina, essentially giving photoreceptors a second chance to catch light. This is why cats' eyes glow in the dark when light hits them. You're seeing that reflection, but there's a trade-off. Cats can't see colors as well as we can. They're not completely colorblind, but their color vision is similar to a human with red-green colorblindness. They see blues and greens well, but reds appear more greenish. They don't need vibrant color vision because they hunt at dawn and dusk when colors are muted anyway. Hearing. Cats can hear frequencies up to 64,000 hertz. Whiskers. Cats' whiskers aren't just cute, they're incredibly sensitive sensory organs called vibrisses. They're rooted 3 times deeper than regular fur and are connected to the muscular and nervous systems. Cats use them to measure spaces if their whiskers fit, their body fits, detect air currents, and even sense nearby objects without touching them. In complete darkness, a cat can navigate using only its whiskers by detecting changes in air currents around obstacles. They also use whiskers to communicate mood. Whiskers pulled back against the face means aggression or fear. Whiskers pushed forward means curiosity or hunting mode. Cats also have whiskers above their eyes, on their chin, and on the backs of their front legs. They're covered in motion sensors. Here's something weird. Cats can't taste sweetness. They lack the gene for sweet taste receptors. They're one of the only mammals with this trait. This makes sense because cats are obligate carnivores. They need to eat meat to survive and don't need to identify sweet fruits or plants. So when your cat seems uninterested in your dessert, it's not being picky. It literally can't taste what you're tasting. All those videos of cats eating ice cream, they're probably interested in the fat content, not the sweetness. So, there you have it. Cats meow. Exclusively at humans, they're physics masters that can rotate midair. They purr to heal themselves, and they have night vision, ultrasonic hearing, and sensory whiskers. That would make any spy jealous. The next time your cat knocks something off the table or stares at you at 3 a.m., remember, they're not just pets, they're highly evolved predators who decided humans were useful enough to keep around. If you enjoyed learning about cats, hit subscribe. We've covered oceans, clouds, and now cats, and there's a lot more coming. Thanks for watching, and give your cat a treat. They've earned it.